Hey, welcome. We're just talking away. Welcome to Live Out Loud podcast. That's right. We're talking about living loud and proud and having a good time without alcohol and drugs. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf over there. Smurf is not in the room with us. She is in a control room down the hall.
It's pretty. I'm across the hall, and it's pretty fancy.
Oh, we can hear you.
Yeah, just like an echo in
good.
there.
Yeah, it's because I have the speakers on.
We'll turn the speakers off.
Well, it's okay. She sounds like she's.
I hear you.
She sounds like she's in an arena.
How do we turn it off so we can't hear you? That's what I want to know.
Well, good luck with that.
All right, anyway, Smurf is running everything from over there. We're live on Facebook right now.
We've got a ton of people already.
We've got a ton of people already,
Debbie, Miller, Marnie is with us. Steve Hennessy.
Who were you supposed to say first?
Edie, Bruce, Lindsay.
Who were you supposed to say first?
Huh?
Who were you supposed to say
I
first?
think it was Tammy.
Tammy.
Oh, she just popped up.
Well,
my
no,
goodness.
she's been on mine.
Oh, she hasn't. Well, she just popped up on mine. And most importantly, Tammy, who we will be celebrating 1 year coming up.
Wow.
1 year in London. We'll be celebrating.
What about our friendship? When do we celebrate that?
It's been a year. It's been a year. It's been
my
over
God,
a
it's
year.
been longer than a year.
That's right.
It feels like forever.
Well, when we go to London, we'll celebrate it.
Time's fun when you're having flies. All right, so anyway, Jensen is out there. Love you, Jensen. And my mom, Sandy, is watching. And, Terry, of course, Terry's out there, who is
Terry.
one of our number one fans. And we're so happy she's out there. So we got everybody out there. And
Donna.
Today's a great Saturday morning. And Daniel is watching. Invite you. We ask you to invite your friends and share this with people and let us know what you think. Join our Facebook page. Let us know what you think. We also have a YouTube channel. You can go Live Out Loud Podcast on YouTube, and we have our own channel with all of our old shows. Stitcher, Spotify, all the other ones. Go ahead, Smurf.
Anywhere where you listen to podcasts.
Anywhere, yeah.
Anywhere.
Thanks to Smurf and her magic fingers there.
Ooh.
Oh my God! Don't do that. All right. So happy Saturday, buddy.
Happy Saturday, Scott.
Now this is your last show.
Before London, yeah.
Before London, and you'll be gone how long?
8 days. London and Paris.
All right, so you're only going to miss 1 week of shows. You'll be back the next week for shows, correct?
Right.
Okay, so
Right.
It's 1 week. I'm looking for a co-host. We're going to find a way to put a show together, Smurf and I.
Well, my sister just
somewhere.
joined on, so Susan, come on in next week, and you can be the co-host.
As long as she doesn't look like you, I'm all about it.
Well, close.
I'm kidding. No. Yeah, if anybody's interested in being a co-host next week, we're not sure when we're going to do it. We got some special events next week, but keep an eye on our page, and we'll let you know what we're doing. But yeah, you're going to. I thought you were going to Europe. You're going to go to London instead?
London. We're going to an island. We're going to take a 3-hour tour. We're going to end up on an island.
Okay.
Oh, here you go.
Make sure you bring lots of clothes.
Here you go, Jimmy Robinette. That's the one who should be the co-host. This is a very colorful, wonderful guy. Oh, Susan said I'm funny.
Do I know him?
How colorful.
No, but he's a great guy to know.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we're going to be in London for 8 days.
Yes.
Paris for 2. So it's London 6, Paris 2.
Well, you said you were going
Sounds
to be
like
in
a
London for
soccer
8
game,
days.
didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so London for 6 days.
Yes.
And then you're going to end up at Paris, or you're going to go to Paris in the middle?
In the middle.
Okay. Is that like far?
It's like a Paris sandwich.
Is it far? I mean, is it like...
No, it's the Channel. It's 2.5 hour.
the what?
The Channel. It's a train
called a
that goes
tunnel.
underneath. No, Channel. It's a train
Because
that
it goes
goes
under the channel.
under the English Channel. So it's a channel.
It sounds like something a proctologist would check.
That's
We're
a
going
tunnel.
to enter the
That's
tunnel
a
now.
major tunnel.
Whoa. All right. So,
Whoa. I like that.
whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yvonne, hey. Happy Saturday to you, too. All right. Well, that's terrific. That's terrific. You're leaving this week, yeah, well, pretty much next week.
Tuesday.
The beginning of the week, and you'll be gone. Anything special that you want to see there? I mean, have you been there before? To London?
I've been to London twice.
You have?
Yeah.
Really? Is that back when you were still with the Beatles?
I'm always with the Beatles.
Yeah.
I'm always with the Beatles.
Somebody had to teach him to sing without the British accent, and that was you.
That's right. Well, I taught him how to sing in English.
Yeah.
Right. When I was 6 years old.
What were they singing in if it wasn't English, Gary?
Yeah, it was English. It was just without an accent.
It was without an accent. I taught him how to sing with the New York accent. I want to
yeah,
hold
a New
your
York
hand,
accent?
motherfucker.
Oh,
Oh, no.
Yo, I want to hold your hand.
help! Screw you! No. All right, probably would not have been as popular. Hey, Bill McClinton up there in New York is watching. How you doing, Bill? Our friend Karen's watching. We'll talk about Karen in a few minutes.
Yay, Karen.
She's our friend and part of our family, and also helps out with a lot of people with addiction issues. We're going to talk about that in just a little bit, but yeah, I want to talk more about this. So, is there anything that you're excited to see this time? I mean, I know it's cool you and Tammy going and having a good time, but is there what do you like there?
Well, I just want to show her the sights. You know, I just want to.
Champs-Élysées?
Yep,
I have no idea what the hell that is. It just sounds right.
I want to show her, you know, just the things that, you know, we'll do a couple of shows because the theater district in London is great.
Yeah, but why watch a show? That's like going over there to say we're going to go over there and watch a movie.
Well,
once you're in a theater and you're watching a show, you could be anywhere.
But the theaters there are so beautiful.
Well, to walk around and tour the theaters is one thing, but actually sit during a show?
Well, you know, I mean, it's
going to be
interesting.
is it going to be a Monty Python show? Are you tricking her into seeing Monty Python? Is that why you're going there?
No. She would hate me.
Tammy comes
She
back.
would
by
Tammy
herself.
comes back. I was in London for 3 hours. We didn't get out of the airport. He started doing a funny walk. I said, that's it. We're done.
1 year down the drain.
Yeah, really.
My whole
We're not
walk
making
is
a
funny.
year in a day, buddy. No. Oh, that's cool. How about like the Buckingham Palace and the
We'll see
what do you
Buckingham
call
Palace,
the guys?
changing of the guard.
Yes.
The changing of the guard. Well, I got a friend of mine named Harry who's from England. He said that you should go down to where they start the changing of the guard, and you get to see all that stuff, because at that time, in front of Buckingham Palace, it's so crowded you can hardly see anything.
Speaking of changing of the guard, I put my right guard on my left arm today, and I really feel off. All right, so anyway,
And the right arm isn't. Well, if you do it on the right, what's left?
what's
Oh,
left?
no.
But if you do it on the left side, is that right?
Well, I've gone to the store and I've stood there. I bought right guard looking for left guard, and so I half smell half the day. I can't. Anyway, changing of the guard. But what is that? I mean, you know, maybe I'm just too Americanized where I don't see the thrill in that. It's like sitting outside the police department and waiting for them to change shift. I mean,
no, everything in England
you know what I mean?
is
It's
so
it's pretty true.
proper and
like
exaggerated.
McDonald's.
It's exaggerated.
What do you mean exaggerated?
It's exaggerated. Like, instead of just, like if we got up and changed seats.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Put your.
All right, hold on. Let me zoom out.
Change seats.
Zoom
ready?
out.
Here we go.
Hold on. Wait for the zoom out. Are we ready?
zooming out?
Okay,
Yep.
here we go.
Okay. Okay,
this
we
is
changed
weird.
seats. Now we're going to change seats, but we're going to do it this way. Ready?
Your seat's really warm. It's
No.
really warm.
No
And
comment.
and there's-
okay, ready?
is there gum here? Is this gum? I hope it's gum.
This is how they. This is how they do it in England. Ready?
Okay.
I can't.
Okay, for those of you who are
That's
listening,
how they do it in England. It is very formal, very.
for those of you who are
exaggerated.
listening, we stood up and we had to stand perfectly. I hit the table, so I screwed it all up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got to say hello, Barry. Barry joined us, and Bill says, "I watch for your ever-changing fashion sense. Love the shirts."
Yeah, this is my
Old friend.
This is my Tommy Bahama look today,
And that's Bill. That's your pal.
Yeah. Bill and I were friends years ago. I don't know.
Not now.
No, we're still friends. It's just it's like time and
Hey,
distance and everything else.
yeah, time and distance, but he's still friend enough to compliment your shirt.
Well, I appreciate that. And Bill and I used to have so much fun together in school. We we used to sing, do chorus and then do the shows and stuff at school because we were both into theater and music and stuff. And he was big Elvis fan, and he sounded just like Elvis when he sang. It was so cool.
Really?
Oh, yeah, fantastic.
Wow. All right, Bill.
I sounded, not like that. So,
Like a dying cat.
yeah.
So we're going to England. We're going to see the changing of the guard.
Okay.
Yvonne says that there's nothing more romantic than celebrating an anniversary there. Or I lost the comment, but it's
Okay.
yeah.
Hey, our old friend Shauna is listening. Shauna.
Shauna. Wow.
I think she went back to I think she's in Texas, I think. But
And
yeah.
I'm sure she's doing well.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's
Bill.
doing well.
Oh, thanks, Bill. Bill says I was a great actor. You're right. I pretended to be a nice guy. No, so that's cool. Sorry, you're going to see that. Now, there's this thing that people do where they try to make what do they call them? Guards? Bobbies? What are they? They're the Royal Guard.
No,
or
the
whatever
bobbies.
They are.
I think
The bobbies are the police.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which that really strikes fear in people, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
They
know
don't have guns.
No, they don't.
It's like stop, or I'll say stop again.
Well, they have whistles. They go, stop.
Oh,
or I'll toot.
I'll toot.
Yeah.
I'll toot.
No. Oh, ew. They beat
Just
people
like my
with their
warm seat.
They do what?
They beat people with the little sticks.
Yeah, they do have the
clubs.
The club, the billy
the
clubs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should really frighten a
You
hardened criminal.
can really hurt a shin.
Well, yeah, you can.
That hurts.
You got to throw one though.
Yeah.
I can see a policeman in London going, "Stop! All right, hands up against the wall and give me your shin.
Yeah. Well,
Show me your shin right now. Pop. There you go.
There you go. Now you won't run.
In Australia, they use boomerangs, so it just comes back to them.
Yeah.
Oh, so it hits
And
the
then it
ground
comes
and
right
then
back.
magically lifts up and goes back into.
Yeah, that's how boomerangs work. Duh.
That's not a boomerang. That's a batarang.
Oh, but anyway, there's one thing where the guard is there and they're stoic. They're very. And you're supposed to. People try to make them laugh and stuff.
There was a YouTube. You could
have a
look,
plan on that?
You could look this up on YouTube, folks.
After our show.
After our show.
After.
And the guy got just so insulting and crazy that the guard hauled off and belted him and knocked him right out.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So
I
who
think-
won? Who won in that situation? Was it the guy who made him move, or the guard who cold-cocked a jerk
That
lead?
is a very interesting question.
I
but,
mean, somebody won in that situation. I just don't know who.
Well, I think the guy won because he got what he wanted. He got a reaction from the guard, but at what price?
I
mean,
got to say hi to Jessica.
Out cold.
Jessica, Teresa's daughter up in New York watching. And,
good.
The new baby Quinn and Ian, and love to all of you guys. And I hope you're having a good Saturday. All right, cool. So you're going to see the guard. You're going to do the Abbey Road, I assume? You have to?
Abbey Road.
What are you going to do? Are you going to do dress a certain way? Or are you just going to
wear this?
You're going to wear a Beatles shirt?
I'm going to wear a Beatles shirt. I'm going to walk across Abbey Road. If you go on, there's a certain link where you can go on and watch Abbey Road 24 hours a day. You can just pull it up and you'll see people walking across it. And they do it. They're so funny about it.
Just slightly more entertaining than Live Out Loud podcast. Watching people
no,
cross
just slightly
the street.
less, yeah.
Oh, slightly less. Okay.
Gary watches it. I've seen him.
You know something? It's funny. I mean, they stop to get a picture with their legs exactly.
Yeah, they try to do the pose of the Beatles.
And, yeah, and it looks so statuesque. You know,
I would love to have a picture of us walking across.
Across?
I think across.
You
Abbey
said
Road.
across.
Across. Across.
That means we already did it.
Across. All right. I would love to do that, but that would require you taking me instead of Tammy.
Well,
what are the
that's not
odds?
gonna happen.
What are the odds? Any chance of that?
No.
Money?
No.
Money?
Well, maybe.
Maybe money. Teresa's,
Oh, my goodness.
Teresa's listening. I think Therese just clapped. I think that's because she wants me to go away. Yes, Gary, take them. So hang out with Tammy.
Get him, yeah.
Well, I'm excited for your trip. I think it's great. And I hope that you send some pictures back to the LOL podcast page, to the Facebook page. That'd be great if you could post a few shots on there.
I absolutely will.
That would be awesome.
I absolutely
and,
will.
Live Out Loud in London.
You know what I should do is
wear one of your
bring
T-shirts.
my Live Out Loud shirt, and I'll cross Abbey Road in that.
That would. Oh my goodness, that would be awesome.
Yep.
We'll just
Awesome.
Photoshop Scott and I.
No, I'm just gonna go out and walk across Southwest 6th Ave over here.
And if you make it
get a
across,
picture of me
we'll
getting
have
hit by a
another-
Toyota, it'll be just as fun.
If you make it across, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
No, that's great. So we're excited for you. It'll be a good time. By the way, speaking of shirts,
Oh, it's just going to be 8 days with just Tammy. I mean, how...
Wow, that
listen,
sounded really
great.
negative.
I don't think
for
there's a
minute.
listener out there. I don't think anybody out there believes that you're going to have a bad time. Now, Tammy, on the other hand,
Oh, ouch.
Tammy, we love you.
No, I can't wait. I mean...
I think it's great. I think it's great.
Yeah. Love that woman, and just to have 8 days of nothing but her,
I think that. Well, that's wonderful.
I might never come back.
That's what, and they
I'll
will
bring you
never
a
find the body. She'll come back.
She'll come back, but I might not.
Therese watches all those murder shows. Tammy, if you need any advice, call Therese.
I'll just, bring a guitar, open up the case, and play on the corner.
There you go. Yes, but you have to. If you're American and sing over in Great Britain, do you have to sing with a British accent, or do you have to sing with a British
that's right.
accent?
That's
Because the
right.
British people who come here sing with an American accent.
Right.
So if you go there, you got to sing with a British accent.
I realize that, guys. I know because earlier I was saying I taught the Beatles how to sing.
So you'll sit on the
accent.
corner doing Hotel California in a British accent.
Welcome to the hotel. No, I just can't say the H. Hotel California.
Now
Okay.
it's gone Cockney.
Cockney.
There's 4 different accents
All
in
right.
the UK. So
What are they?
there's Cockney, and then there's Royal British, and then there's just regular English, and then there's like 3 different dialects going on.
What happened to 4? You ran out, so you changed it to 3. I love it.
Scottish, because technically that's in the UK.
Okay. All right. So anyway, that all being said, by the way, Gary was talking about the T-shirt. Hey, Nicholas just joined us, Nicholas Meyer. The T-shirts, if you guys want a Live Out Loud T-shirt, or you want a T-shirt to celebrate recovery, our T-shirt, we have shirts that celebrate endangered species. We're doing shirts for the LGBTQ community. We're doing shirts for everything. We have socks. We have coffee mugs. A lot more is coming, but check it out. Prices are, it's really affordable, and, we're not doing this for profit. A lot of what we make, or a portion of everything that we make, is going to go into helping people find recovery and supporting services to help people.
Right.
So, we're not out there to make money. So check out our shop, liveoutloudshop.com, liveoutloudshop.com. Go on there, order yourself a shirt, get yourself...
Or a mug,
we got
or
this,
socks.
Or socks. We got LOL socks right now.
Do we have hats yet?
No, because they're embroidered, and it's too costly. So I'm trying to find a different way to do it. I don't want to put things out there and make them really expensive for people. I want them to be affordable so people can get them and wear them and have a good time. And if you got an idea for a shirt or a cause or a charity you'd like us to support, let us know.
Right.
But we're all about helping people, and that's why we're on the show today, is because we want to talk about living clean and sober. Those people out there who suffer with addiction, and this is really close and personal to my heart, and Gary and I work in this all the time with people. There's a better way to live for everybody. If you have addictions, whether it's prescription drugs, street drugs, opiates, alcohol, marijuana, I don't care what it is, whatever your problem is, there is a better life waiting for you. Just get some help. That's why I want you to call Karen. Karen's our addiction specialist. 786-514-0893. That's 786-514-0893. Call Karen and talk to her about your problem.
Right.
We work with a great treatment center, one of many that we work with, but right now we're really focusing on ARIA up in West Palm Beach, which is a great treatment center. Gary and I do a lot of work up there as well. But if it's not treatment that you're looking for, you're just looking for somebody to talk to, you're looking for how do I find meetings, or what can I do, or what can I do about my kid, give us a call, 786-514-0893, right?
Right. Addiction is not a game. It's not something that you can just... excuse me. What?
It's not something you can
it's
just...
It's not just something that you can cough away. It's not something that you could just, say, it's all right, I got this. I know, I got this. If you're really hooked on something, then you can't just let it go.
Right.
And if you need help, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. You can change that pattern. You can change your life. It's not easy, and it's better when you have a support. And we're here to support you.
Absolutely. So call Karen if you need help, or if you need some information about addiction. Give her a call, 786-514-0893. You could also reach out to us on Facebook and everything else. If you'd like us to reach out to you, we could do that. But certainly ask the questions. If you want to be a part of the show today,
best part,
then get your own podcast. No.
Hey, that's right. And Bill Murphy is now on. Bill, you should listen to this and call us, because I called on your podcast.
Oh, by the way, Danny Dillo, an old friend of mine, is watching. Used to work with him. If you want to be a part of the show today, give us a call. 954-210-5413. 954-210-5413. Give us a call right now. You could be on the show with us. We're talking about, what was the name of the show again, Smurf?
Bowling with Scott and Gary. Because you had a story, and we never got to the story.
We were bowling.
Well, we had to talk about Europe, and we want to get the phone number out there. Once again, 954-210-5413. We went bowling last night. We took our ladies.
Yep.
And we went out bowling, and what a great time. But, Gary, I've got to say, I've never seen somebody combine the sport of slow pitch softball and bowling into one. Well, the arc you put on that ball. I mean, you know those diamonds halfway down the lane? Gary thinks that's where the ball's supposed to land when he throws it.
Well, you know what it is? It's a combination. I used to be a shot put thrower.
Really?
So
is that why you spun in circles before you went?
Yeah, I spin in circles, and then I, do the little Fred Flintstone toes.
Yeah.
You take you take like a major stroll before you let the ball go.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
this is like about
stylish.
9 steps all the way.
It's stylish,
and they're real tiny little steps too.
I'm on my toes. I'm the Flintstones.
You can hear it.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. All of us at one point. There was one point in the game where Therese, and then Tammy, and then you, then I all hit a strike, one after another.
Yeah.
And then we all were so excited, and then Gary went on and hit 2 more strikes in a row. He had 3 strikes in a row, which is called a turkey. And I've never seen somebody, when he throws the ball, as soon as the ball hits the pins, he does jazz hands. It's from you being on stage with the music. You always do that thing like, there's the music, yes. And you did it, boom. And I want to laugh at you, but it worked.
It worked.
It worked.
It worked. And you got 2 strikes at the end of both games, and neither one of them came up on the automatic score.
I know. I like... it was fun, though. It was fun. I'll tell you what. We forget to do things like that. I haven't done that in a long time. We used to take the kids bowling every once in a while. And we always had a little bit of fun. But to go out with friends.
Yeah. And
just really enjoy it. A little friendly competition, but more importantly, we just kind of celebrate and laugh and have a good time. And, great thing to do. You do it without alcohol and drugs, and you do it, and it's so much fun.
And a positive attitude that you're there to have fun, even though I did not break 90 in my first game. It wasn't like after throwing the ball, just getting so upset and go, this game sucks.
We didn't get out of it.
No, we didn't.
But we had moments. I mean, there was times when it's just like you hit it and you hit it dead right, but there's still that one pin that stays up.
Yeah.
I had that so many times.
No, you had the traveling pin. It was incredible. These pins would just like scurry over a little bit. You know, after the pins went into this frenzy of collapsing, there was this one bowling pin. A couple of times when you were so close to a strike, it would just kind of like
It would scooch.
It's
called
over.
scooch.
And then 2 of the strikes that you made, there was one pin that couldn't decide whether or not to go down. And then finally it did. It was just like, he looks like an okay guy. Boom. And he just fell.
Well, better than yours that fell over before the ball even got there because they were afraid because you were hurling the ball at 21 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour.
Yes.
20 miles an hour, folks.
All right, so we got a caller on the line. Hey, caller, you're on the air.
Hello, Governor. How are you?
Hello. This wouldn't be Terry, would it?
Oh, yes, it would, darling.
All right.
Sweetie, darling, darling, sweetie.
Oh,
Ever
my
seen that
goodness.
show?
What show is this? Is this some Monty Python
called
crap?
Sort of. It was a show
Oh.
with 2 drunk chicks, and they were called
good.
Patsy and Eddie. Absolutely fabulous.
2
Oh,
drunks.
2 drunk chicks. Sounds like my marriages. No.
Oh, God, that was funny.
That was-
I wish I could have gone bowling with you. I'm a good bowler.
No. See, that would disqualify you right now because we
Yeah,
are not
right.
good bowlers. We were not
We
going.
don't want good bowlers.
We don't want good bowlers. We want people who do things that are really ridiculous and stupid, which is what we
Well,
do every
Gary's
day.
there, so I didn't have to be them. Because jazz hands, Gary.
Jazz hands, Gary.
It wor- but you can't work. You can't laugh at something that works.
Right.
I
True.
started to tease him, but then he got another strike, and then another strike, and I'm like, so the next time I went up there, I kind of like a little bit of jazz hands myself.
Oh, he did a jazz hand as he was going down the alley. He did a little pirouette.
Yeah.
He jumped up into the air.
Of course, my jazz hand only had one finger that went up, but we'll.
Oh, my God.
directed
Have you ever
straight
seen
to
anybody
me.
not let go of the ball?
Yeah, Gary, you almost did that. You almost flew down. It got stuck on your thumb. The one
Yeah, it
shot
got stuck on my
and
thumb.
it looked like
I
he
had
was
to-
going to go flying down the lane.
And break
I've
your
seen somebody
thumb.
do that, and it's all oily.
How about the ones
Because they
that
oil the lane.
swing the ball back and then let it go?
Oh, Cordelia, my daughter, did that one time.
Yeah.
Cordy, and she swung backwards, and that ball just came fly. Everybody went diving. It was it was like some war movie. Incoming.
Oh, like she turned around, or
No.
she just let it go on the backswing?
She just let it go on the backswing. Of course,
Hey,
that's
when
my
Gary
family.
When Gary got those strikes, did they have the bumpers up for him?
No, he did
No,
ask
I
for
wanted
it.
him. I wanted because I bowl. I do a certain kind of bowling where I went with the bumpers up. I'll instead of bowling straight down the alley, I like to bank it. You know, make it
Oh,
different.
you're playing pool and bowling combined.
Pool
Yeah.
and bowling combined. Yeah.
If it hits the bumper,
Bowling.
Bowling.
I'm sorry. If it hits the bumper 12 times before it hits the pins and you get a strike, that does not count in my book.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
It's interesting. It's a new way of bowling. It's called
Bowling.
It's called
Gosh.
bumpering.
Oh my goodness, Terry!
Have you ever done I'm sorry. Have you ever done the moonlight bowling with the black lights?
Yeah. It's distracting. I don't like it.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
I've hard enough
anyway.
time seeing during the day.
It was so nice meeting Tammy down in Wellington. What a beautiful lady.
Ah.
Oh, you went down to see? Were you down there to see the long run?
The long run.
Long run, yeah. We were at
Absolutely
Wellington.
fabulous show.
Thank you.
Never disappoints.
Big crowd.
Never.
Big crowd, right?
Yeah, when
Big crowd.
Gary does dirty laundry, he's got people screaming.
No, Tammy told me Gary never
the
does his
lady-
laundry.
That's because I run in the audience and I step on their toes. I get
Or
audiences
fall off
screaming.
chairs. No chairs. He didn't fall down. He didn't do his Weeble impression. All right. Terry, you have a beautiful, safe trip. God bless you and Tammy. God bless you, Scott.
Thank you.
And I will call in whenever. If Scott's by himself, I'll call and bug him.
All right, that'll be fine, Terry. You have yourself a great weekend.
You too. God bless.
Take
Bye.
care, Tammy.
Bye. All right, if you want to call in, 954-210-5413. Yeah, anyway, those things we celebrate. That's kind of what you and I are all about. Whether
Right.
it's with music, I love music and you love me, and you're fantastic at what you do, and
thank you.
and working with people, just going out and having fun, doing things like this show. Trust me, Gary and I, we take our own time. We're not making money doing this kind of stuff or anything. This is about us just spreading the word and wanting people to celebrate life.
Yeah,
and
sober.
stop. Yeah.
To be able to see life, to be able to experience life, and when you're covered with that blanket of being high and it's like being in a plastic bubble with the world outside of that plastic bubble. It's just you're missing so much.
Yeah, Nicholas says that having fun and sobriety is so important, and that's that's what we're talking about. You cannot. I'm sorry, you cannot be screwed up. You cannot be drunk or high or messed up in your head and celebrate things. Because you're not putting everything you have into it. Something has got control of you. Something is dampening your thoughts, dampening your reactions, changing you. Mm-hmm. You've got to be free to really express and celebrate life. And that's what we're talking about. Going out and doing something stupid as bowling last night and just having fun with it. When you celebrate a gutter ball as much as you celebrate a strike, you're having a good night.
Right, exactly. Exactly like your first ball. Did I say that?
It was not.
Oh, no.
It was my first ball of game 2.
No, it was your first ball of game 1.
No, game 1, I'd hit
game 1 right in the gutter. First ball.
I beg to differ.
Well,
anyway,
you can beg all you want. First ball.
Do we have a copy of the scorecard?
What did I say? Remember
do we have
what
a copy of the scorecard?
No, we don't.
Well, then I bowled a 300 game. Let's leave it at that.
Well, the first strike, the first ball, the 300 game that you were close to.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should tell them about that one.
I almost bowled a 300 game. It happened one time, but I got so excited I blew it in the second frame.
There you go. So,
it happens.
But you almost bowled a 0, but you blew it on the second ball.
That's it. The phone number, if you want to call in, 954-210-5413. We still got a little bit of time left in our show today. So
yeah, and folks, extending on what Scott said, if you're messed up and you're not sober, most of the time you can't remember the great time that you had. So yeah, if you're going out and you're going to have a great time, why cloud it up with some kind of substance that's going to make you forget what a great time. So wow, you wake up in the morning and says, wow, I remember leaving the house.
Yeah. I mean, let's think about that. If you are spending time with somebody that you love, the girl of your dreams, the guy of your dreams, or just a good friend, or a quartet of loquacious spider monkeys, I don't care what it is. If you're spending time with somebody and then you get trashed and can't remember it, you have done yourself a disservice. You have dishonored that friendship or that love or that thing. It's not the way to be. Now, listen, I don't care. If somebody wants to go out and trust me, we're not teetotaler. We're not saying, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. Somebody wants to go out and have a few drinks and you don't have a problem, fine. Somebody does something, you want to go out, that's fine. But there's too many people out there where it takes everything over. Every time they go out, they end up drunk, or maybe every other time they get in trouble or they feel sick or something. Just stop. Start enjoying life. There's too many things going on. And by the way, anybody out there, whoever says they're bored, you know who says they're bored?
Addicts.
Boring people.
Oh, a lot of addicts.
Addicts say
a lot
that
of
too.
addicts say
Addicts
that
say
too.
that too.
I'm
But
bored.
people
I'm bored.
do that.
And then when they'll do their drug, they're still bored. They just don't know it.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I was bored. You know why? There's so many things I can do. Now, I could sit and do nothing and not be bored because I know there's always something I could do.
Yep.
And if I'm sitting and doing nothing, it's because I choose to sit and do nothing, and that's okay.
Right.
But I could grab my guitar. I could count the hairs left on my bald spot in the back of my head.
Count the scratches on your bicycle.
Count the
Clean
scratches
your
on the
ears.
bicycle.
Right.
There you go.
There's so much you could do. There is
take
so
a
much
walk.
you could do.
Read a book.
Play guitar.
Watch a movie that you've always wanted to watch. I mean, God knows you can access movies on just about everything these days. I mean, just there's no reason to be bored. There's no reason to just hide from life. Go out there and live it. That's what Live Out Loud is all about. Live Out Loud podcast. LOL, it's kind of fun and it's silly and we everything, but live out loud. Stop hiding from life.
Right. And when you have an addiction, a lot of people, like you're saying, but like I was saying, addicts get a raw deal because working with addiction and working with clients that have addictions, I find that there are some great people that have been stifled by these substances. They're great people, and a lot of people with substance abuse issues are scorned. So tough love. Look, I don't want anything to do with you. You're an addict. You have your own life. Just if you treat that addict, if you know an addict and you've shunned them, I think that's the wrong way to go. You treat an addict with love, not to the point where they can abuse you or anything like that, because how to stop that. But you can stop it with love. You use love instead of condemning, which is what you teach in your in the intervention classes.
Absolutely. Let's give a couple of shout-outs now.
Shout-outs.
Because, Ryan's watching, Chris is watching,
Dusty.
A few others. But I want to shout out to a couple of our friends. First of all of our friends over at Dr. Foam Fix, who have always been supportive and fun.
The place is great.
Yeah, and Smurf knows it now. And our friends over at Crazy Bad Costumes, Karen and Keith. Over at Crazy Bad Costumes.
Halloween's coming up.
Halloween's coming. It might be time for parties and different things like that. Or if you got a corporate event, you really want to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
Call them and get some ideas from them about how to make it more fun and some things that you can do. They do a lot of that stuff. They do a lot of work for like the stage, like Broward Stage and different places like that. So these are this isn't like going into the regular costume store. This is going into an actual business that really focuses on high quality.
Yep. It is. It's high quality. It's not plastic Superman costumes. It's really great.
Yeah.
Also, we like to let everybody know that that ATC has a training coming up September 24th.
The Addiction Training Center that we are involved in, we have a training if you'd like to become a certified event interventionist on September 24th up in West Palm Beach. You can find out all the information you need by going to our Facebook page, Addiction Training Center on Facebook. And all the information you need is to sign up if you'd like to take it. It's a one-day course to become a certified event interventionist. An event interventionist is somebody who can intervene in an addict who's having an issue. And when you don't have time, it's not a week-long process and all this stuff. Usually you got a very small window to intervene to help somebody. We teach people how to find different ways to connect with people, communicate with people, and help people in a very short period of time. So that's what that's all about.
Yep.
So if you'd like to know more about that, make sure you check us out again, Addiction Training Center on Facebook. You're going to Europe.
I'm going to Europe.
I'm sorry, I forgot London. And
well, I'm going to Paris too. That's
you're going to Paris too. How are you going to get there?
Rowboat.
No, you're flying, right?
Yes.
How long
will my arms be tired. Okay.
How long of a flight is that?
8 hours.
Wow. 8 hours on a plane.
8 hours on a plane.
I didn't know they held 8 hours of fuel. Do they?
The big ones?
Well, I hope they do. I mean,
yeah, right.
No, they don't.
Well, I'm bringing my rowboat just in case.
That's why you only get a one-way ticket.
My plane had 14 hours worth of fuel.
To get where?
To India. We've had this discussion. I went to India.
14 hours, though. I didn't know it was that long.
Oh, yeah, it was hella long.
14 hours,
And then
wow.
I got into a plane that was turbulent the entire time from Dubai to Calcutta.
Well, the plane wasn't turbulent. The air outside the plane was turbulent.
Well, I think it was missing its wings.
Sounds like one of the people was turbulent inside, too.
Well, that was probably me.
Smurf. All right. So what are you going to do on an 8-hour flight? Have you thought about this?
I'm sitting next to Tammy.
Oh, my God. She already has been with you for a year. Stop kissing up and tell me, what are you going to do for 8 hours on a plane?
Well, I'm sitting next to Tammy.
No, I mean, I know Teresa and I, we would find ways to entertain ourselves and stuff. But, I mean, do you, like, read on a plane? I assume they have, like, movies or something, right?
They have, like, a whole selection of movies. It's
Airport.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Airport, Snakes on the Plane.
Snakes on a Plane.
I watched all the
Die Hard 2.
Air Force One. Right?
Air Force One, yeah. Good movies.
Yeah.
I told you about the time I was on the plane. I was watching Die Hard 2 on my tablet. And the part came where the plane was crashing.
Oh, lovely.
And the woman next to me just started getting like really crazy. And the
Really?
more crazy she got, the more I turned the screen so she could see it.
That's so you.
It was wrong.
That is so
It
you.
was wrong. So 8 hours on a plane. I mean, really, do you have a plan?
Well, the first of all, I got the emergency row. I paid to get the emergency row. First class, we're talking.
Do you feel
well,
like
not
you're a
first
hero?
Class, it's like third class, but it's, you know.
Do you see this in your head of there's a problem and da 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 da?
No, he's the first one out.
Or is it
one out? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, help people? No. No, I will wave from the water.
Yeah, that's right.
This way.
Yeah, well, you know, I used to do that. So, you know, I'll jump out of the plane beforehand.
Yeah.
I'll have my magic wand,
Yes,
magic,
and
and I'll
your
bring it in.
flashlights.
you bring it in. All right, so your emergency row and, you know.
Emergency row will have plenty of leg room
Okay, good.
on an 8-hour flight.
That's good.
It's just the 2 seats in that row.
All right.
You know, and then there's
Oh.
the aisle, and then there's 4 seats in an aisle, and so we have the 2 seats, and we're gonna bring, you know, we're gonna make it really romantic, so we're gonna bring a chess set.
Oh, you're going to bring a chest. See, there you go. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I could see, you know, God playing this trick on me. You know, I'll be winning, and then all of a sudden we'll go into turbulence and one big like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
and there go the chess pieces.
Funny, it only happens when you're losing. Turbulence. Nobody else on the
I'll
plane
hit
moved.
the bottom
Yeah,
of it
nobody
just
else
like
on the
that.
plane.
Hey, what happened?
All right, so what is the airplane must that you must have?
Uh,
Like a snack or something. Whenever I fly, I've got musts that I got to have. First, I got to have gum. For the takeoff and landing. You got if you chew
Right.
gum, your ears won't,
Cleans out your ears,
explode. It doesn't clean out your. You don't put it in your ears. You say it cleans out your ears.
No, it pops
keeps it
your
from
ear.
popping. Yeah,
Right.
You said it like it's a Q-tip. It cleans out your ears.
Well, what I do is I chew it
Chew
up
it
and then I
shove
mold
it in
and
there.
then I yeah, right.
And also, you don't have to listen to the person next to you.
See, a must-have.
Which actually, we don't want to.
A must-have is.
Yeah. We just got that.
Yep. A must-have is. I'd like to have a pilot that can really fly a plane
Yeah,
well.
that's a yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not. The sober.
Yeah, a sober
hopefully.
pilot would be good.
No, beef jerky. For
Wings
me too.
would be good.
Beef jerky for me.
Oh,
Always
beef
bring
jerky! Really?
jerky. It's something for me. I almost every flight I'm on, I get beef jerky. I don't know why. It's like for me, it's like that's the flight. That's the food of the sky.
The food of the sky.
I don't know why I equate beef jerky with flying, but that's something I love to have.
Well, you know, beef jerky does, you know, kind of, you know, have a gasish effect, you know, to where on an 8-hour flight,
What?
beef jerky would not be a.
You get gassy.
Gassish.
You get gassy from beef jerky?
Yeah, you want? I had some last night.
No.
Oh, that's why his chair was so
That's why
warm.
my chair was.
That's why Smurf is sitting in the control room today and not in here with us.
Yeah, these mics aren't really that, you know, that sensitive.
Yes. Well,
Who admits that? Who in their right mind would admit that? Huh?
8 hours on a plane.
8 hours on a plane. I don't
God
want to
bless you,
get
brother.
gassy.
God
Yeah.
bless you, brother.
And 8 hours back too. I don't know if you would, you know,
I did the
figure
math.
that right out. Oh, did
Now,
you?
is this
Okay.
one of those deals where you leave like on a Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. and you get there on Monday night at 4 or 4 in the afternoon or
No,
something?
actually, it's ahead of time there. But when we leave, coming back, it's going to be like
So you're 8 hours in the air, but how much time actually passes?
coming back. It'll be like 13 hours, but it's an 8-hour flight. It's
Okay.
an 8-hour flight. So when we come back, it'll be 13 hours later when we land.
So, but when you fly there, only like 3 or 4 hours will have passed.
Yeah,
But you're in the air
Exactly.
for 8 hours.
right.
See, that's weird. That's like the guy who leaves town on Friday, is gone for 2 days, and returns on Friday. How's that possible?
So confused.
Oh, he's riding a horse named
Friday.
Right.
Oh, jeez. And there's a high five.
Very good.
Hello,
Good
Sue
point.
Beckett. Sue
Okay.
Beckett joined us, and Frank Johns.
Well, again, we're wishing Gary and Tammy a great, safe trip. We wish Gary fun. We wish Tammy sanity. You should bring your guitar on the plane and entertain the people. I figure once you're about 4 hours in, there's not much they can do about it. I mean, you think about it.
Oh, they can tie me up and, the captain can come out and say, listen, we've had some complaints.
Yeah.
In his flight voice.
Wait, can you...
Actually, the
pilot, the flight voice.
The pilot would go, listen, we've had some complaints, and we'd like you to stop playing. That's how pilots talk.
Is that how pilots talk?
They do.
Yeah. That's why I asked for sober pilots.
Pass the mashed potatoes?
Yeah, they usually hesitate like that when they're about to give you bad news. We're going to be up here for about another 4 hours. It turns out that the airport we were landing at is no longer there.
We are also running out of fuel.
I know you're all looking forward to your trip and visit to London. However, we will be landing in Wisconsin.
Topeka, Kansas.
It's a slight miscalculation.
What we would like to do is get everybody here to flap their arms because we could use all the help we can get.
Yeah. I was on a flight one time. They actually asked people to move to the other side of the plane. They were shifting weight to the other side of the plane. I don't know why.
That's not.
We were in the air. What was I going to do about it? We were in the air.
That's so scary sounding.
I know.
I would want. I would land and then immediately ask for my money back.
Well, if I landed, I really didn't care about the money. I just wanted to land.
Wanted to land. It's interesting how just the way airlines run, you can have a bag that is 55 pounds, right?
Right.
And they'll say, well, you can't load a 55-pound bag. You got to take it out and put it in your carry-on.
Yeah.
Well, it's going on the same plane. So what's the difference?
Yeah.
If it's and I work for an airline, so I don't understand that whole.
See, here's how I think they should do it. When you buy a ticket, you get so much weight you could put on the plane. Now, if you are a person who weighs 115 pounds soaking wet, your bag could be 200 pounds.
Exactly. That's true. Yep.
You are a 300-pound football player.
And you have to have 2 seats.
Your bag can be 17 ounces. I mean,
right.
That's kind of what makes sense because they planned this out. It's like...
yeah, but you can't even bring a bottle of Coke then, Coca-Cola.
That's the flight from Colombia you were talking about. I'm sorry. All right.
Very quick, folks. Very quick.
We are coming to the end of our show. And again, we wish you a safe trip and all things well.
But before we end our show, we first have to have...
Scott's Curiosities.
It's actually a little echo in there. That is good.
You see?
Yeah, well...
jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Jazz hands. All right. Well, I'm a little tired from bowling, so you have to...
we have somebody at the door. Continue.
What does that have to do with us? This is not Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Well, there's somebody at the door. Let's go see who it is. Could
Look,
be
boys and girls.
Mailman Mike.
It's my package from Fredericks. Yesterday, I got my package from Columbia.
That's Mr. Fredericks to you.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
A beautiful day.
Scott's Curiosities. We're going to start with curiosity numero uno. That's number 1. It's if you're going to be in Europe, you should learn the language.
Tu, toi.
You do realize that every stairway is a stairway to heaven if you're clumsy enough.
Yeah, that's right.
Right?
That's right. And or the other place.
Yeah.
Like the bedroom.
I want to be nice. I want to be nice.
Yeah, right.
All right, another curiosity. Do you realize bowling has now been named, which is appropriate today, it has been named the most dangerous sport on the planet? Bowling?
Bowling?
Everyone who has ever bowled eventually dies. Do you realize that?
No, I did not
It is
know that.
now the most dangerous sport on the planet because everyone who has ever bowled will eventually or has already died.
But if you haven't bowled,
Well, we don't count them in our surveys.
well,
We don't know what happens to
Let's
them.
go back to the stairway one, okay? Actually, every stairway, if there's a bedroom up at the top of the stairs, could be a stairway to heaven.
Yes, but that's not the point of the curiosity.
Oh.
Try to stay on the page.
Oh, okay. You notice our voices got kind of,
Yeah.
We're doing that so nobody can hear us.
Yeah. Shh. Do you realize that you have never actually seen your own face? You've seen a reflection, but you have never actually seen your own face. Think about that.
I take a picture and reverse it.
It's
No,
still
that's
not your face.
seeing
It's a
your
picture of
face.
your face.
That's
You have never seen your own face. You've seen an image of your face, but never seen it.
folks. You
What?
Some of you have to comment on these curiosities because I got to tell you, I think they're brilliant. I wait for. As a matter of fact, the next show that we do, he's gonna say, "Hi, I'm Scott," and I'm gonna say, "Hi, I'm Gary." Let's go into the curiosities because I wait patiently to get to this part. That's great.
You're going to
No,
be in London. You're going to be missing these things.
I did not realize that I have never seen my own face. It could be a good thing.
I mean, think about it. Trust me, all of us speaking, it is. All right. All right. If you think about it, the brain actually named itself. How vain. The brain actually named itself. All right. Why is it that a fly can enter through a little quarter-inch gap in a screen but will not leave through a wide-open door? Do you ever notice that? A little quarter-inch gap in your window, the fly gets in. You open the door wide, it can't find the exit.
Well, something interesting about that. They used to have fly traps that were this big.
Oh, the zappers?
No, not the zappers.
Oh, I love the zappers.
No, that's 'cause
I love
you're
the
a
zappers.
sadist.
I used to put my tongue on them. Explains a lot.
I said exactly.
I
was
like 9-volt batteries.
the old-fashioned fly catchers with this net bowl kind of like thing, and at the very bottom in the middle was a hole, and the fly cannot get back out
What is that with flies?
because they have so many lenses in their eyes.
The same thing with bats. You would, remember there were bats in Syracuse and they had to put up netting and it let them out, but they couldn't get back into the roof.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. All right.
Gary is smarty.
Good to know. Hey, by the way, nets.
Nets.
As long as we're on nets for curiosities, do you realize that if you rip a hole in a net, there's actually fewer holes than when you started? I mean, think about it. It's the only thing where you can rip a hole in something and have less holes.
That's true.
All right.
That's true. Did you just come up with that? Did you just think that?
Ba-dum-bum. That was, well, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't written down?
No. Do you think that lobsters on the Titanic thought it was a miracle? Lobsters in the kitchen of the Titanic, do you think they actually believed a miracle had happened?
Oh, the live ones.
Well, yeah,
They've
not
been
the dead
saved.
ones. Yes.
They've been saved by the lobster god.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Well,
Anyway.
it depends if, because in Maine, the water's a lot warmer than it would be next to an iceberg. So the lobsters probably went, whoa!
This is cold. Yeah. Put me back in the pot.
The lobsters on
Right.
the
They might have wanted to go back in the pot where it's nice and warm.
lobsters on the Titanic were like, "Our Lord and Savior has come to help us."
All right, just one of Scott's curiosities. Do you realize that if you think about it in the right way, surgery is simply just a matter of stabbing somebody back to life? You could stab somebody to death, but when you do surgery, you stab somebody to life.
That was funnier. Your slip up was funnier than that
It was
one.
funny in my head. It was funny in my trust
yeah,
me,
it just
people.
didn't come out appropriately.
We're going to do a show on that sometime soon.
What?
The
Stabbing
thinking
people to
of
life?
something in your head.
No.
and
Yeah.
having it not come out the way that you had
Yeah.
seen it in your mind.
Pretty much every show we've ever done.
I called Ryan by the wrong name yesterday.
What did you call him?
I think I called him like George or something, and I was like, who the hell is George?
Awful random.
I did that to Tammy's dad. I kept calling him Frank for some reason. I just
Really?
I don't know why.
That's
He just looked like a
bad.
Frank, and I'm, hey Frank, and Tammy looks at me. She gives me the old elbow.
Do you ever have somebody
Why'd
call
you
you the
call him
wrong
Frank?
name and you just go along with it?
Yeah.
And then one day they find out that that's not your name and they're like, why did you tell me? I was like, I don't know.
People call me Dana, and I just reply now.
I liked being called Judy Finkel. I'm good with it.
I like calling you Judy Finkel.
Okay, another curiosity. Rabbits jump.
Rabbits hop.
Rabbits hop and they jump. And they live 8 years. Dogs run and they live 15 years. Tortoises do nothing and they live for 150 years. What does that tell you?
That tells you.
I'm following the law of the tortoise.
The
That's
President's
right.
Exercise Initiative? BS.
Right. Tammy, did you hear that? She's an avid walker, avid bike rider. Turtles.
That's right.
Turtles.
That's right. We should all ride those little rascals around and just live forever.
Right. We should ride turtles and take our time.
If somebody said that they were a pathological liar, could you believe them?
Oh my God.
If somebody told you, I'm a pathological liar,
I don't believe you.
okay.
Right. That's very
Just goes around and around. Let that bounce around the gray matter for a little while. How come banks charge you a fee for insufficient funds if they know you don't have any money in there?
I freaking hate that. A $35 charge, Wells Fargo? Really?
So some brilliant guy came up with, well, if they don't have any money, let's charge them something they don't have.
That's so logical.
I mean, that's like a light coming on when your battery's running low.
Right. That's another
Right?
thing. That's right in the
makes
same vein.
Yeah, this is what people come up with. This isn't me. This is people.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
I'm going to hit you with two more.
Okay.
Two more.
Two more.
Two more.
Two more.
Due. That's another English term that I just made up.
Dos.
All right. If you want to ship styrofoam to somebody, what do you pack it in? Let me say it slower.
Bubble wrap.
Let me
His
say
bubble
brain
wrap.
broke.
Gary just shut
knew-
down on me. I didn't know where.
I knew there was an answer to that. You take styrofoam, you put it in bubble wrap.
Okay, so if you wanted to ship bubble wrap,
You wrap it in styrofoam.
There we go. Okay.
Oh boy.
Last one. If a cow
Thank you,
laughed,
folks. You're going to miss me for that one.
if a cow laughed hard enough, would milk come out of their nose?
If you're not laughing at home because of that one, that
I think it'd come out of their udders.
What? They're utter what?
Just start spraying milk like a sprinkler.
Anyway, we've come to that time in the show when it's time for us to not be on the show.
that's pretty funny.
Which one?
Like there's a couple of them in there, but
Just
that
the cow
one.
one?
It's
The
just
cow
good.
one.
I was trying to save something a little special for you at the end, just to keep you giggling. So for 8 hours on a plane, you're going to be sitting there, cow knows milk. And they're going to say, would you like to have a special seat, buddy?
We have a wonderful padded helmet.
Well done, Smurf.
Very
All
good,
right.
Dana.
All right, I want to thank George for letting us use the studio. I want to thank all of our listeners out there for joining us today. I hope you had as much fun as we had. If you had half as much fun as we had, then you had twice as much fun as you should have.
Oh, by the way,
What?
Rips tonight.
Rips. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Wolfpack.
Are you going to be there?
Yep.
All right.
Wolfpack. Wayne Hood is not going to be there just for the Wayne Hood fans, that come in. But Wolfpack will be cooking strong at Rips tonight.
By the way, I'd like everybody's opinion if they think we should have an outdoor event for Live Out Loud podcast.
Yeah.
We can do a live podcast. We'll do an outdoor thing, do a little picnic kind of thing or something. We'll have some fun.
We're gonna put up like a little pole, and then
For what?
After
Pole
this,
dancing?
Okay.
What? I'm asking.
All right. No, I mean on Facebook to say.
Oh, a poll.
Yeah. Jeez.
Well, you said poll. I didn't know you meant
And then-
poll. I thought you meant poll.
And then maybe we can talk to Ryan about having like a barbecue here at the studio.
That would be
LOL.
awesome. That'd be awesome. Let's barbecue
He'd be
the
down for
studio.
that. Okay. No.
Yeah, no.
Ryan, I did not say that.
Yeah, let's have some events and
Read
stuff.
what Brennan says.
Should I read it out loud?
Yeah, read it out loud.
Okay, this is our friend Brennan. And Brennan, we hope you're doing well. Love you, brother. Pathological liars only tell the truth when they admit they're a liar. Mind blown, and the brain named itself. Okay.
But
Oh, love you guys. Your curiosity made the world a happier place today.
isn't that great? That's very good. That's very good.
Which one? Because I might need that later.
The cow one was.
I generally piss somebody off once through the day, so I got to know which one of these to pull out when I do it.
I think the bank one was good too.
The bank one.
The bank one
I
was
like
very
the bank
good
one
too.
because that happens to me every week.
Well, by the way, liveoutloudshop.com. Go on there. Gary's own T-shirt is on Live Out Loud Shop. It's got Gary's head, and it says, "I'm having a peeve."
I'm having a pee.
Which comes from show
I said
number
on the
3.
It was number 3
two.
or
Number 2, show number 2.
Gosh. don't know.
And soon, watch out soon, because I will have my own shirt. It's like a solo album
how
for
come
us.
you don't have a shirt?
I'm about to. It's going to be my curiosities. On the front of the shirt is going to be me, and on the back of the shirt is going to be
A list
like
of curiosities.
all the different curiosities, like a concert tee.
That's good. And be on the lookout, folks, because in a couple of weeks, maybe in a couple of months, when there's enough, I'm going through the shows. I'm going to pull out all these curiosities, and there will be a Scott's Curiosity book.
Excellent. Excellent.
And with a lot of pages, because I'm writing them really big.
Which will be on the New York Grimes bestseller list.
New York Grimes?
New York Grimes, not New York Times. That's a whole different list.
Yes,
New
it
York
will
Grimes.
sell in the tens.
We will sell, yes, or give them away.
or the singles.
Or the singles. All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us again. We'll catch you next week. We'll let you know when and where, because Smurf and I got to work that out, because Gary's going to be over there getting himself kicked out of yet another country. But for now, thanks for joining us. I'm Scott.
I'm Gary.
And we got Smurf over in the other room. Thanks for joining us. You have a great day.
Be nice to people.